he won. And, of course, Innovator was given a big rap by John O'Shea on radio this morning, but certainly his 2 trials have only been fair. He's looked very big on both occasions and still looks like he'll improve with the run today. And Keiju, as we saw earlier with that replay, had a very easy trial here. She's a lovely filly by Costa de Lago, very solidly built, and looks ready to run a good race here today, and drawn the 1 Alley. So she'll be pretty hard to beat, I think, on the strength of that trial. She looked to be a very nice mover and have a little bit up the sleeve at the finish. They're at the stalls for the first here at Rosehill, about to be called forward. Keiju just firming in the ring, so the 3.30 on the toe to New South Wales is still very good shopping. 4.20 for Springboks, which is unders. 5.10 Innovator. 6.10 for Jetcat is unders, and Soviet Union at $7. If you've just joined us, we've got steady rain here at Rosehill. It's been raining very lightly most of the morning, but it's picked up a little bit, so this track may not stay good for the whole day. We'll just have to assess how it goes, but we've got steady rain falling at the moment, with it being a little bit heavier than it started out right at present. Now Keiju's gone up into the stalls. Sacred Moon about to load. First of the runners moving in. Sacred Moon's an interesting runner. It's been easy here on track. Did race very greenly in its trial at Warwick Farm, but it might have bumped into a smart one there in Royal Discretion by Black Minaloosh. So Soviet Union comes up, and an even race on debut at Randwick, and here comes Innovator. Yeah, John O'Shea gave this a huge rap on the radio this morning in Sydney, saying that he could be potentially a Group 1 horse. Looks a big, strong type who'll certainly improve with the run under his belt today. Now, waiting on Prisons and Jetcat. 2 horses to move in. First of the day is the Nepean Motor Group Plate, over 1,100 metres. And coming up now is the Jetcat. Just waiting on the Jetcat to move in. And looks like they've got the Jetcat in the stalls, ready to go for the first. Starter's got hold of the button. Racing, and Keiju jumped out okay, so too did Sacred Moon, and Springboks is going up on the outside to shade that pair. It's pretty keen up front her really, and Keiju's now gone through on the inside and taken the lead in fact. So the favourites on top, Keiju from Sacred Moon, and Soviet Union making a line of 3 on the outside. And then came Springboks, followed by Innovator. Prisons back second last, and last is the Jetcat. But it's Keiju kicking up from that inside draw and leading a half a length on Sacred Moon running second. Soviet Union is racing wide off the track, 3 deep, and then behind them Springboks and Innovator the rail, followed by Prisons, and last of all is the Jetcat trying to push out off the inside and make a run. It's Keiju held together as they turn, Sacred Moon the outside, and Soviet Union, who's been deep all the way, but he nurses the favourite along Keiju as they get to the 300. It's doing better than Sacred Moon and Soviet Union. Springboks down the outside, and further back was the Jetcat, but Keiju's going well inside the 200 metres. Now he starts to feel for the whip. The Jetcat's coming after it strongly on the outside. The Jetcat moved up to Keiju. The Jetcat puts its head in front and gets home. The Jetcat has got up to beat Keiju right near the line, and back in third spot was Sacred Moon. Further back behind them next was Soviet Union from Springboks, Innovator, and last in was Prisons.
Well, the Jetcat, Kevin Sweeney, Keith Dryden, she was out the back. They ran along. There was a few attackers on Keiju, and she looked like she was going to hold them at bay, but just that last 50 metres, you could see Jetcat coming, and the fillies fought the race out. It was a good run first up at Randwick 2 weeks ago, and while the small field certainly suited Jetcat, she didn't begin the best, but she was first home, beating the heavily backed Keiju, and Sacred Moon, who was in the Bart Cummings colours outside the leader, kept battling away. In the replay on the inside in the Cerise, that's the favourite Keiju. Outside of Keiju is Sacred Moon. Then outside of Sacred Moon was Soviet Union, who was 3 deep throughout. Springboks had a dream run, but he was very disappointing. And then here comes the Jetcat, steaming down the middle. John O'Shea's horse, disappointing innovator, right out the back, and Prisons in the Blue Hat out wide. But Jetcat went home too strong for the favourite Kaju. Around the turn. Well, the one you want to watch is second last in the green sleeves with the blue and also the striped cap there of Jetcat. Just slapping it up there, Kevin Sweeney, but once she gets into her gear, she motors the last 100 metres or so. Kaju's in front. The other horse can't get it, Bart Cummings, Sacred Moon. Neither can Soviet Union. Neither can Springboks. Here comes Jetcat. Kaju's in front, swallowed up by Jetcat. And home goes the filly to beat the other filly. In third in the Bart Cummings colours was Sacred Moon. The interim dividends on 7, 6 and 3. The Jetcat, Kevin Sweeney, Keith Dryden, 7.10, 3.10. Second, number 6, Kaju at $1.50. And no third dividend, number 3, Sacred Moon. 10.80, 41.80, $215.80 the trifecta. The interims on race 1. The Nepean Motors Group plate for the 2-year-olds. 7, 6 and 3. There was only 2 fillies in the race and they have run 1-2. The official time 106.17. The last 600 covered in 35.2. And officially fourth, number 4, Soviet Union. And on New South Wales TAB, the first 4 has paid $973.80. 7, 6, 3 and 4. Richard Wade, I think Keith Dryden's in Melbourne, but you've got a very happy foreman.
Yes, Rob Potter joins me now, and Rob, that was a really nice performance. She ran home quite strongly first time out, and the extra distance really seemed to suit today. She needed every yard of it. Yeah,
a regular rider, Kevin Sweeney, saw her set along, she'd like a mile, but her first up performance was outstanding, and she sort of went on from there, worked with the good open company mare on Tuesday and worked really nice. And when this bit of rain came, we were quite confident, and it was a real good win.
And she took a bit of winding up there. Distance, would she go up next time?
I don't know what Keith's going to do with her. She'll be probably looking close to a spell. But yeah, she will definitely be going up to the ground later on,
OK, thanks a lot, Rob. Well done.
Thank you very much.
OK, we're going to go down now and join Bruce back in Flemington.
The winner of the first, the Jetcat, is owned by the Lockyer Thoroughbred Syndicate. She's a chestnut filly, a 2-year-old by Taylor the Cat from Super Jet, trained at Canberra by Keith Dryden and ridden by Kevin Sweeney. It's the winner of the first here today as we go down to Richard.
Thank you very much, Mark. It's easy for you, isn't it? You just have a guess. Richard working this afternoon. You won't get it wrong throughout the day. Good win, that filly, to Jetcat. I think Kaju still put up a good performance. Had to muster early speed. Just a few horses wanted to put a bit of pressure on. She looked like she was going to hold them at bay, but just that last 50 metres, just that little bit of pressure had told into Jetcat. Race experience is a wonderful thing. And this filly certainly learnt from a first up run. And the young bloke in screen is Kevin Sweeney. He's with Richard Wade.
Well done, Kevin. She had to come wide coming off the turn. Took a bit of winding up, but when she got going, boy, she really quickened.
Yeah, she's going to be a real nice 3-year-old filly, and there's better things ahead for her.
And when you were coming off the turn, she took a bit winding up. Were you worried at any point, or did you know you got plenty underneath you?
No, I was very confident travelling to the turn. She was travelling beautiful, and we're in a striking distance, and I knew she'd let down when I asked her.
Well done.
Thanks very much.
OK, that was Kevin Sweeney and the winner of race number 1, the Jetcat.